Hi guys, Andreas Sonic Mainliner here with Vinyl Finds 118. It's been only a week since my last upload, and here I am again. And the reason why is because I've got, if you remember, I had a huge stack of records and I didn't show these, so these are albums from that stack basically. And yeah, I guess that can start. Being very consistent, I always play the necks in the background, and this time is no different. So here's the next. I don't know what I played last time. I think I played Sex, the album, just in case. Yeah, so this is Aquatic. This is another album, a CD that I got, well, a CD album basically, that I got from the live, the gig that I went, but next we played. Can I even speak? I have no idea. Anyway, I got this at their gig. I saw them live like a couple of weeks ago. If they're playing around your town, make sure that you see them. And yeah, so I have, this is, oh yeah, so this is from 1994, Aquatic, and it's another brilliant release. So you know, I'm just stacking up on my next releases. I'm still missing, I think I'm missing 3 or 4. Good news also, I wanted to share, I've read something about the next. They are going to be releasing a double LP sometime soon, and unlike their previous releases where you had like really long songs, long improvised songs, and that's why they chose CDs really, it's because they have one song which is 60 minutes. Now they're going to take into account the format, so they're going to have a double LP, and each side is going to be a different improvisation, but it's going to be self-contained. They're going to be like, you know, we'll start now and play for 20 minutes and that's it, so it will cover just one side. And really looking forward to that one, because you know, it's sort of, they're an amazing band. Okay, so you need to check them out. Really good stuff. Carrying on. Yeah, so enough of CDs. Enough of CDs. I'm joking because I'm gonna be showing CDs again. I'm trolling you basically. So funny story. It's all about, you know, being a record geek and CD geek and music geek in general. So I went to FOP last week, and I've been eyeing these CDs, and I really wanted to get them, but there was no reason for me to get them, and I will explain to you why there was no reason, but I still wanted them. And so after seeing them a couple of times and, you know, picking them up from the shelf and then putting them back there, it was like, no, there's no reason why I should spend that money. It's like, there's no justification whatsoever. And then, you know, I've done that like a couple of times over a period of weeks actually. So, you know, I went there September, and then again in October, and then again last week, and then last week I got them, and it's the Dead Can Dance, and I got the first 4 CDs. So Dead Can Dance, Within the Realm of a Dying Sun, the Spleen and Ideal, and the Serpent's Egg. So I got these, and the reason why I'm saying this is redundant is because I have this as an original. Now maybe you could sort of justify it because it has Garden of Arcane Delights here as well. Not as a separate CD, but within the same CD. I have this as a reissue. And to be fair, I don't have this. Do I have it? Actually, I have a CD back home, back in Greece, and I have this as an original, and I have a CD of this as well. So I have it 3 times. 3 times. And just, yeah, this is it. So this is I had this CD back home, and I bought it like before I left for the UK, and then I went back home like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh bloody hell, I have this on CD, and I brought it here, and I have the original. It's over there. I'm not can't bother to go get it. And I got this. Now the reason why I got them is I like the box, and yeah, I like the box. It's like the Super Audio CD box, the transparent one that has the little latch that you have to press to open. Ah, yes, and yeah, and they were cheap as well, and they're really nice, and yeah, I wanted to get them, and yeah, I did. So that's it. Just goes to show how this is like a completely pointless purchase, but I really wanted to have these, and yeah. Anyway, to the music. So yeah, Dead Can Dance, obviously the first album is a little bit more post-punk, not sounding exactly like anything else that they did afterwards, and probably one of my favorite releases from theirs. I don't remember if this one was. I want to say that Within Their Album of A Dying Sun was the second one, and Splendid Ideal was the third one, or maybe the other way around. I'm not entirely sure, but that's where they start off veering off into this sort of what people call world music, which I don't necessarily agree. And definitely this is the one that came after all these, which is well, Serpent's Egg, yes, Serpent's Egg, sorry, which it is by far, I think, probably their best. Now, it's not my favorite one, and between these two, I cannot really, say. There are times that I prefer this one, and there are times that I prefer this one. But for certain, the Dead Can Dance have made music that is just transcends sort of world music. I don't think that this is world music. I was listening to this the other day actually, and I was thinking that this is out of this world music. This is unworldly music. This is outer space music, really. If they put like the Serpent's Egg on the Voyager probe and they sent it away, and then aliens found it or whatever, and it would be like, oh, these carbon units do nice sounds and we can relate to them, or something like that, they would probably say. But yeah, Dead Can Dance, if you haven't listened to any of these, check Serpent's Egg. It's just out of this world, or the first one if you're into more post-punk, punky sort of sounding stuff. So there you go. That's it with CDs. On to records. Now, I've said it many times before in the past. I want to complete the Nurse with Wound list and just try to listen to everything. And if I can own most of it, then I will try to do that. If you're not aware of the Nurse with Wound list, it's a list of albums that was part of the first releases from the band Nurse with Wound, which is, if you don't know them, experimental sort of experimental band from here in the UK. And in the first albums, they had a list of albums that they sort of named as their influences, and it's like a who's who of psychedelic music, krautrock, and other sort of styles of the outliers of what is like rock music and sort of experimental stuff. And it's really interesting because it came out in they made their first album in 1979, so they were really way out there when it came to actually music selection, because it wasn't like now where you have the internet and people know about it, and if you want to find out there music, then it's easy to find, and it's and then you had to actually purchase it as well. It's not like, oh, we'll put it on YouTube and if I don't like it, I don't care. They were crate diggers, and they did really good job. So that list sort of is a holy grail of avant-garde and psychedelic krautrock releases. And this is a record that is was in that list. This is a French record from a band called Illich, which I think is one person. It's Thierry Müller. Thierry Müller, which is, I think it is. Anyway, it came out in 1978, and this is called Periodic Mind Trouble, and it sounds like Heldon, basically. It is Heldon-esque, very Heldon-esque, electronic, a lot of guitars, a lot of sort of dreamy, sort of, floaty kind of stuff happening. As I said, very Heldon-esque, but just keep that. Very Heldon-esque. I don't want to add anything to it because I will say bullshit. Here's another album that I already have, but I wanted, again, pretty much the same thing with the Dead Can Dance. I liked the version this is. I have it back home. This is Neil Young with Zuma, and I have a copy that I don't know whether it's an original or whether it is like a secondary issue or whatever. It's the difference between this one and that one is that that one is white, whereas this is like more cream sort of colored, and my white version is obviously it's a bit dirty. Pretty much all Zuma copies that I've seen are not in a very good condition, but this one is a new reissue from Neil Young's own label, and it comes in a really nice, it's first of all it's texture, not that I can feel it behind the shrink wrap, but it is textured, that's one thing. The second thing is that it has a really nice cardboard. It's all about the thingy. So, and because it's on Neil Young's own label, I'm pretty sure that he used like legit sources, so analog, and that's one thing. The second thing is that the pressing is really good, and yeah, I really like this album. I don't have any Neil Young here. I have Neil Young albums back home, but and it wasn't available on Spotify for some reason. I think now it is, since his his own thing sort of tanked. So yeah, I couldn't. I didn't have any files or anything of this, so I wanted to buy it just to have it. I mean, having Neil Young on record is like on LP is like the thing. So yeah, I got that one. Here's one that I didn't have, and yeah, recent reissue of Flying Saucer Attack Distance. I think this is their third album, and yeah, it's like psychedelic drone, yeah, Flying Saucer Attack. It's their own thing. It is very it's very good. It's very sort of trippy. Today I'm really tired, guys. I don't have like, I don't know, I'm talking bullshit, but anyway, this is a good album. If you're interested in drony sort of psychedelic, what would you call it? Yeah, it is shoegazy, no, shoegaze, no, what am I talking about? Anyway, Flying Saucer Attack, check it out, really good. Classic, this one is classic that I'm going to be showing. This is from 1978, Boys Next Door, one of the early incarnations of Nick Cave's, well, not Nick Cave's, The Birthday Party. So yeah, you get Nick, Mick, Tracy, Philip, and Roland. Pretty much like, everyone. So yeah, Boys Next Door. This is a recent reissue. I don't know when this came out. This is an Australian press actually, which is just, yeah, Mushroom Records. Need I say more? I don't know. I don't know. Need I say more about it? I haven't even showed it. No. I got this used. This is Tom Waits and Heart Attack and Vine. I have to say that this is from the 80s. This is from the 80s, 1980. It's one of the first 1980s records where actually Neil Young. Tom Waits gets to sort of become Tom Waits, the Tom Waits that we know and love. Um, so this is the first one, and it was up until recently probably my least favorite of that sort of transformation era. Rain Dogs being my favorite one, but having it on in this is an original UK copy. I got it from a record show that I went like a month and a half ago or something like that, and yeah, I got it for a good price. It's in good condition, and I enjoyed it a lot more when I had the album and I was playing the record rather than playing the files. So I don't know how that works. I have no idea. But yeah, Hard as I Can Buy. Shags, the worst band and the worst record ever produced and made, unless I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. You probably have heard about the Shags. I think that everybody that has shown this record before has probably mentioned the story behind it. It's very interesting and really funny, and the music is just so not together, man. I mean, I posted it on my Facebook page. Put a link from the Spotify album, and I put a comment there which I stand by. It's like the Plan 9 from Outer Space of music. It's exactly that. If you're aware of Plan 9 from Outer Space, which I hope you are. Now here's an album that I could potentially get an original of, cheap, but not in good condition. So I opted for a fairly priced reissue, and this is it. The Police Outlanders Namur, and yeah, this is the first album. It came out in 1977, 1978. So the height of, well, yeah, it is the height of the punk sort of movement in the UK. This is not exactly punky kind of album, but it is very close. And this is the first album that I sort of consciously listened to. My sister had it on tape, and for whatever reason I sort of like put it on and listened to it, and I could understand the lyrics, and I was like, what, 12 maybe, or something like that. I could understand what they were saying, which was like really great. That's one thing. And the second thing was that it was simple, it had a lot of energy, and I dug it. And it sort of says a lot about, my sort of taste in music ever since. It's like straightforward, easygoing, like, and energetic. I prefer over, overproduced, just, going everywhere and, all singing and all dancing and all that. So yeah. Speaking of punk, Crossing the Pond, Fugazi. This is the 8th song. How many songs? This comes in various versions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7-song EP. So this sort of combines the first Fugazi singles. The CD version is like it's called 13 songs. This is 7 songs because it has 7 songs, and it comes with a download that has the rest of them basically. And this is Fugazi's first sort of releases, and it has Waiting Room, which is a fucking amazing song. Post-punk, post-hardcore, whatever you want to call it. One of their best releases. Well, I would say, well, they have really good releases, and this is one of them that you should have, basically, if you ask me. Veering off from punk, post-punk and whatnot into something completely different. This is Pharaoh Overload, and number 1, which is like the first album. Psychedelic stoner rock. I think I have this on CD, or maybe do I have on files. I definitely have something from Pharaoh Overlord back home, and I do have some other releases here as well, but I don't remember if I have this on CD or not. Never mind. Svart, it is Svart, isn't it? Sorry, it's Ektro. Oh, never mind. Ektro Records reissued it on vinyl. This is a double LP, and yeah, it's a classic. Came out in 2001. Came out in 2001, and here's the vinyl 15 years later. So you should probably check it out if you're into psychedelic, sort of repetitive, deserty sort of sounding stonery rock. Bonner Prince Billy, I see Darkness. Yeah, is alternative country sort of. What do you call it? I have no idea. I think that alternative country would be a good definition. He has a lot of releases. That's the problem with this guy. He has a lot of releases under a lot of monikers, and you don't know what to pick up. This is one of the good ones that you should pick up. I don't remember the titles of the other ones. There is a live one. It's not a live one. I have it up there. I need to. Anyway, doesn't matter. It's one of the good ones if you want to check it out. I mean, you know. Now this one, I don't know. I don't remember if I showed it last time. I'm not entirely sure. Actually, I haven't opened it yet, which is that's not very wise of me. So, Torch of the Mystics, Sun City Girls. This came out in 1986, I want to say, or something like that. It's one of the early sort of releases. It was reissued this year, back in February, I think. Everybody lost their shit about it, and they were like, "Oh yeah," and you couldn't find it. This is a repress, basically. So yeah, Torch of the Mystics, Sun City Girls. They play like. This is truly ethnic sort of stuff. It's really interesting because they do mix a lot of Eastern sort of Eastern music, and I need to open this up and listen to this because I've listened to it, I've streamed it because it is available on Spotify, and I completely forgot to open it up. There you go. I've been very busy, to be honest. That's why one of the reasons why I haven't been doing videos. So yeah, so I guess that I need to bring this bad boy up. 22 minutes, oh my god, I have some metal releases, which I'm not going to be showing you this time because there's no reason why I should be doing 40-minute videos. I don't wish to do videos that are any longer than they should be. And actually, you know what, I'll stop here, it doesn't matter. I have enough stuff to show you another time as well, and I'm expecting some new things to come through in the mail. So yeah, I'll do that. I think 23-24 minutes is more than enough. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. That was my update. You know, if you want to, you know, if you like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it, like the person that did it in my last video is like, oh my god, I got a dislike, oh, end of the world, oh, what am I gonna do? They don't respect my feelings and all the work that I put into this. So anyway, yeah, dislike it if you disliked it, leave a comment if you want to, and you know, subscribe if that's if this is your bag, and I will be seeing you around. Cheers.